Right.
Hey, nice to meet you, dude.
What's your name?
Good luck out here, man.
What's your name?
What's up?
What's your name?
Danny?
Danny?
Yeah.
Are you buddies with Vong?
Yeah, that's my brother-in-law.
Oh, okay, yeah. He was telling.
I saw you over there. I was like, man, nice.
Oh, yeah. He was telling me that he was supposed to meet up with you out here.
Yeah, I was supposed to meet up, but I was kind of late, so.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck to you guys out
Yeah.
here, man.
You guys as well, man. First drop, dude.
Already, huh?
Yeah, first drop. That's another good one. That's the first drum I ever got. It's a drum. It's a drum. You could come around. I don't mind. You guys good. Anything? Dude, they're stacked out here, dude.
Huh?
They're stacked.
I know. I keep on nosing up to whatever I'm throwing, and that's it.
They're busting like crazy. Like.
I know. I was just
Just bust it through it. Hook up right away, dude.
I just made a cast right to this side of them, and you throw that in there, and I'm like.
They're everywhere, dude. Dude, they're literally everywhere. Like, they're not staying anywhere. They're just roaming. Not too bad, huh? Not too bad, huh? Largies, though. You have to find the roaming schools. There's like a school of them, there's like 15 of them that's just roaming real fast in about like 5 to 6 feet. But the thing is that if they don't bite it like right away, they just get scared. It's like you have to keep firing it to them, and sometimes they'll tap it, but they won't like choke it, you know? Yeah, just look for the roamers. The roamers are the ones that are gonna bite.
That's what I've been trying to do.
You're just good. Just come through, man. Let me know if I'm in your guys' way. I'll move out.
Oh, you good?
Yeah.
We're working our way around.
What are the odds of that? Buried a. Somebody filled a bottle, the rock, the bunch of rocks, and just twisted it up, or what? I guess I'll trash this in a bit. Like a 17, 18 right there. fish start. See, the things I'm looking for are little structures like that platform right there. See, there's one fish on live scope. You can see he's on top. And that's kind of the stuff I've been looking for. All right, guys, we've just been catching them all day like this, about 15, 16 inches. Just looking to see if I can get a really good one, but a bunch of just solid ones. Hopefully we get them on a game day. That's one KGB. This one. Alright guys, so we're going to talk a little bit about going to Lake Tenkiller and what we did during practice, how we broke it down kind of on day one of practice. You know, I do apologize about the cars in the front yard. You know, there's a lot of traffic in the front yard here. But gonna just talk a little bit about you know, where we went and why we decided to go there. You know, this time of year it is pre-spawn and spawn, mainly already in the spawn stage right now. We've been having a lot of warm temperatures. I've never been to Oklahoma. First time fishing in Oklahoma. It's a new thing for me. But you know, looking at the entire map here, you know, there's a lot of creek arms. Everything looks really, really good on the map. So from what we've heard is that half the lake is muddier water and the other half is clear water. So generally in California, a lot of our lakes are deep, clear reservoirs. So day one, we started in an area that had clearer water, which is the south end. So this is where we launched. We went to this particular launch. It is called Stray Horn Landing. That's where we launched. We launched at this particular ramp. We started here because it's on the south end. Gonna have a lot more clear water. It's a big bays and it has a few creek arms that are really close to this particular ramp. So that if fish are moving in to spawn, you know, they aren't gonna be very far from the launch ramp, right? So we launched right here. As soon as we went out, I ended up catching one right here on that break. Right here on this break, there's a good break right here that drops into the channel. Caught one on the first drop. And one thing I wanted to check in here is, you know, if there was fish into the creek channels. Maybe they were back on the main lake or in the creek channels. They weren't all the way in the back yet from here, they were all stacked here on this point into this drop. I mean, they were very easy to spot. I mean, you just could not miss them if you went over them. Whether it be 2D or live scope, these fish were really obvious. So we caught a bunch of fish there. That was one of the main things why I didn't want to focus there for tournament days, because I'm pretty sure everybody was gonna fish in there because it's just so obvious. And I kind of want to fish an area that's gonna be really, really packed. But I didn't fish into these docks, but I graphed it. There's a lot of fish all over the place. You know, we fish into the marina. You know, marinas are always a good option during pre-spawn, just because fish like to stage up on them around the suspended structures and stuff like that before moving into the back of the coves to start spawning. So we fished in here, caught a lot of fish. There were fish all over. You know, we fished onto this main stuff. You know, even all the way out here on this point. Usually this time of year, they're not out there. A lot of them would have already pulled up closer to the bank, but this lake is just so healthy. These fish were still out there as well, so caught fish out there. We made back in here, graphed a bunch of stuff we liked. There's a lot of stuff back here that I didn't need to mark because if you got to that area, they were very obvious spots, like a lot of blocks that hold down cables and stuff had fish on it. So that was another area that we had found that had fish. You know, we didn't fish any of this bank. There was a lot of bass boats on it when we were practicing. You know, we started fishing into this creek arm, and all these docks were loaded with fish. It was pretty insane how much fish was around them. We caught quite a bit of fish out of them, but not an area where we were gonna want to use for tournament day, just because it's a lot of obvious stuff that everybody's gonna be racing to fish. So went back into the creek arms. This creek arm was a lot more dirtier with the water coming in. But they were in here, a lot of dirty water, caught a lot of fish on a spinnerbait, up shallow, dirt shallow. Water temp was about 58, 59 compared to the other creek arm that we're in, and clear water was about 53. So back in here was really good. Caught a lot of fish, a lot of scattered bait on the bank, and fish were just chewing. And then we ran around here, and it just was fish. There was fish everywhere. It just it's just hard to pick out an area that you like, because it didn't matter where you went, you caught fish. Whether how deep you were or how shallow you were, there was just fish everywhere to be caught. So it was really hard to break down this particular part of the lake because the fishing was just so good. And when it's like that, it's going to be really hard to find something that somebody's not doing, because there was just fish everywhere. It didn't matter where you went. So the south end of the lake, from what we found, the fishing was really good. Probably had an easy maybe 50, 60 fish day without even trying. You know, we went to an area, just made a cast, first cast before the bait gets to the bottom, caught a fish. You know, you don't have to work really hard to catch these ones in particular. They were not shy. They were willing to eat whatever you put in front of them. You know, we threw the big old 9-inch glide bait and still caught them. And they're all the same size, which is you gotta find an area that has the bigger fish, or an area that somebody's not gonna be fishing. But that's it for day one of practice. We focused on the south end, and day two we're gonna focus on the middle section of the lake, where there's a lot of good looking stuff out here. You know, there's a lot of flats, a lot of humps, a lot of creek arms that go in the back, good spawning flats. And so that's gonna be it for day one of practice. You know, fishing was extremely good. Just fish caught all over the place. It's hard to put the pieces of the puzzle together when the fishing is just so good. It's hard to be different from what the crowd is doing. So that's gonna be it for day one of practice. Once again, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one.